that line in The Lion King where he goes, "It is time"? That's what I'm feeling right now. I'm struggling. It's Moses parting the Red Sea. I knew it. I knew it. And then this happens? Yeah. That's so crazy. What? It is time to read the sequel to Heavenly Bodies by Imani Erriu called Fallen Stars. Guys, this has been one of my most anticipated reads for the year. I read Heavenly Bodies back in January. Absolutely loved it. It was probably one of the most beautiful and like literally the definition of romantasy. A beautiful world based on astrology and mythology kind of mixed together. The gods are stars in their world and each kingdom is ruled by a certain star. It's so good. Let me get into the synopsis in a second, but anyways, I was fortunate enough to get an arc for Fallen Stars, which is kind of crazy to say because I started my Bookish social media back in like the end of 2024, so it's almost been a full year of me being on Bookish social media, and I didn't even dream that I could be even in the running for early copies for things like this. Like this is like a huge book, and I'm super thankful to Random House Canada for giving me this opportunity and letting me make this video for you guys. This isn't sponsored or anything like that. They just sent me a copy and I really wanted to make a video, so here we are. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. I'm going to buckle up and read Fallen Stars, but before I get into that, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Heavenly Bodies. Heavenly Bodies is about our main character, Lara Belrive, and she is the princess of Asteria, until one day a star named Ariette kind of goes to her kingdom, blows things up, kills her family, and she has to flee because obviously she's the princess and she wants to keep her life. And the reason that he did this is because there's a prophecy that says Ariette and Alara will fall in love and it will be the end of them both. And that prophecy was kept from him and he's pissed, and he's the god of war. So he's like, I'm going to war over this, basically. That's basically what's happening. And so she flees, but she gets captured by a rival kingdom, Helios, which they're not in the best of terms because Helios is basically the land of sun and light, and Asteria is basically the land of shadows and darkness. And a long time ago, there was something that happened that made these kingdoms clash, and so they've been kind of in this perpetual war. And so she gets captured by the rival kingdom and taken to their king, and he's like, hey, so actually I want to kill Ariette and you're gonna help me do it? And she's like, well, that's weird because I want him dead too because of what he did to my family, but I don't like you, so I guess I can kind of train with you. I guess I can become your weapon. And she's like, I'm not too sure about this, but we're gonna do it anyways. And so she starts training with the Helios prince, Lorenzo. And oh my God, guys, the romance in this is so good. Like I said, it's romance heavy. So if you're looking for like a high fantasy, this is probably not gonna be the one for you, but it is just so beautiful. That's really all that I can tell you about it. It's a lot of training. It's not super fast paced, although there is a really good pacing. I would say it kept me engaged like the whole time. And I read this in January, so it's been a while. So I actually just listened to the audiobook to refresh my memory, and it was still 5 stars. Still as amazing as the first day that I read it. And so the fact that I get to jump into Fallen Stars early, I'm like, I'm giddy. I'm like so excited right now. So without further ado, we're gonna get into Fallen Stars. First impressions of Fallen Stars. I'm 13% in, so I feel like now is a good time to sit here and update you. I'm really enjoying it so far, and in the sense that it's going right into the action, so I really like that it's just immediately gripping. It picks up right where the last book left off, which I really like that. I like it when there's not like a ton of time between the last book and the starting of this book, because then you don't have to sit here and try to figure out what was going on in the in-between time. I like that I can just jump into the new story, and we're already in it feels really different than the last book, because in the last book it was sort of this like dreamy landscape, you're falling in love and there's training and stuff like that, but now it's like you're getting down to business, and she is not messing around. And I love it when one person goes feral for another, and she is going feral trying to do what she needs to do. And I can't say so much more than that because it's gonna kind of spoil the end of the other book. However, just know that I'm really enjoying it. I think it's fantastic so far. I hope it continues on this trajectory, and I've heard that a lot of people say that there are Easter eggs for the next books and who the next books are going to be about throughout this book. So I'm very excited about that, and I feel like I've already picked up on a little bit. But I think one of the things that stands out about this series is just the setting of it all. Imani is really, really good about telling you where things are happening, describing how everything looks, and it almost translates into how it's supposed to make you feel, because obviously where you are can make you feel certain things. Is this making any sense? I don't know how to explain it to you, that just the world is just gorgeous, and I'm loving it. And I have a feeling we're about to go to a lot of new places because of what they're trying to do. They're kind of on, I guess you can kind of say they're on a quest right now. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm gonna continue. I probably won't finish it today, even though I have about 5.5 hours left. Currently it's 1:34 p.m. So if I sat down for the next 5 hours, I guess I could. But also sometimes if I try to force myself to like consume something super fast, I know my memory and my I guess emotions, like I need to be able to process this. So I'm taking a little bit of a break. I put on some ambiance too. I had to put on some like star ambiance, something to set the mood, you know? But me taking it slow is not me not enjoying it. It's me saying that I'm enjoying it so much that I want this to last. Dreamscapes is always so trippy because it's like it's reality, but it's not. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but also know that it's not going on, but it actually is going on, but they're in their heads. I'm struggling. It's good, but I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, wait, back up. Okay, wait. Okay, now we're here. Okay, wait, hold on. What just happened? I just got to the end of part 1. What? Also new POV? What's going on? What is going on? with me. I know I've changed locations a million times, but I'm about 50% of the way through the book, and I have some thoughts, and they are good thoughts. I'm trying to get better about writing them down as I think of them instead of just like turning on my camera and seeing what happens and what comes out of my mouth. And the number one thing that I want to say is this book is making me want to read more about mermaids and pirates and all of the like sea fantasy. I have not read, I don't think, any, which I think that's a crime because I love Pirates of the Caribbean so much, one of my favorite films ever. And with this having a more nautical theme, again, with the setting of the story, she describes things and she puts her characters in the most beautiful places. And it's just the best experience to read about. And I love that this is kind of new for them as well. This is new for us readers and it's new for them because they're exploring the world. They're not in just Helios like the majority of Heavenly Bodies was, which I really like. It's expanding on the world, which makes sense because of how the plot's unfolding. And also, I feel like I finally understand the meaning of the words heavenly bodies. Like, I get it. I get it now. I get the title. I get it. Which is kind of funny that it's coming a book late. But it's, you know what, it's fine. I understood. It's the best moment when you understand the title of a book. You can't tell me that I'm wrong. But I'm just having the best time. I think this is so much funnier than the first book, which I don't say that in like a derogatory way. I just wasn't expecting there to be so much humor in this one. It's just with the banter between some of the characters, which again, I'm not going to tell you who is bantering because that's kind of a spoiler, but you know these characters, okay? You've met them before, and it's just so good to read about. I love when some characters, they just like, they're so cocky that they have to butt heads, and like by themselves, I think they're fantastic characters. Individually, love them both, but then you put them together and they butt heads, and I think it's just the funniest thing. And the banter, like I said, is just, it's so much fun. And I can't repeat one of the lines because this is an ARC copy and I don't have the final copy to compare and make sure it is the same. So I can't tell you one of my favorite quotes. However, there is one that had me cackling, which again, I wasn't expecting from this book. So this is a pleasant surprise that I am laughing, that I'm having just a fun time. It's interesting too because I feel like the introduction of the problem for this book, there's a reason that we don't know very much about it and haven't heard a lot about it. I think Imani is doing a very good job about introducing enough information to keep you hooked and enough information to make sense, but not too much to where you can kind of figure out where it's going. I have kind of a trajectory of where I think it's gonna go, but like right now there's been some information dropped on one of the characters that kind of like rocked his world, and I really like those moments. And it's fun for us readers too, because if the information is relatively new to us, it's like with that character, we're kind of freaking out with them. I'm rambling at this point. I told you I wrote down notes and I'm past my notes at this point. I'm just really enjoying this book. So I think I'm probably gonna pause reading for the night. I could totally be lying to you. No, I'm gonna read a little bit more tonight. But I don't think I'm gonna talk to you until tomorrow because it's getting late and I need to wind down. I think I'm gonna read some in bed, so I will make sure to come back tomorrow with my notes, with everything to tell you how the night went. So I didn't actually lie to you last night. I didn't read anything else. I figured that it would probably be better for me to get a good night's sleep, to be rested, and to have a fresh brain for the rest of the book today because I have about 2.5 hours left. Did I read any more? I have 2 hours and 28 minutes left. I'm on chapter 45, 62%. Maybe I did. I just don't have anything else to say. That's the main point. Actually, I do have something to add. I'm really enjoying the extra POV. I'm somebody that if there is a book that just starts introducing POV after POV after POV, like you expand the POVs as the story goes on, I eat it up every single time. I love all of the POVs, especially if it's somebody that's kind of experiencing the same thing as the main character. You get the similar situations from all the points of view, and I think it just makes the story so rich, and I can feel where this is going, and I'm loving it. The trajectory is going in a direction that I am following. And it's just so exciting. Really, that's all I have to say. I think I'm gonna finish the book, and I have a little bit of planning to do today, so maybe, you know, it's gonna get finished today. I'm finishing it today. It's happening today. It's Moses parting the Red Sea. It's a pirate Aladdin Moses. Once you read this, I hope you'll understand what I'm saying. It was Moses that did that, right? Yeah, no, it was Moses. Oh my God, this is good. This is so good. I need to put on some Pirates of the Caribbean ambiance. This is, oh my God. Oh, perfect. Highly recommend. Oh my God. Ooh. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Finally. Hello. Hello, finally. Oh my God, that's so satisfying. Oh, this is so good. Whatever is about to happen, I'm welcoming it. I have 45 minutes left in the book. Oh my God. Oh my God. A lot of information that they kind of came to the conclusion to. It was like, yep, that makes sense. Okay, yep. Okay, now we gotta do this. Oh crap. Okay, that's what you have to do. And then this happens? Yeah. Oh, this is so good. I'm enjoying this probably more than the first book. That's crazy to say. It went from beautiful sea, maritime, kind of to Halloween. What? No. Why did I not see that coming? Oh my God. Oh. Oh. This is crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God! Yes! Oh, this is, oh my God, this is so good. No. That's so crazy. Oh, that's a heck of a last line. Oh my God. Oh, the epilogue. It's the epilogue. It's the epilogue. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Why do I do this to myself? I know it's an unfinished series. I'm gonna be left with questions and just, ah! Yo, that was so good. That was so good. I think I preferred that. That was so good. Let me gather my thoughts. Hold on. Okay, I have gathered my thoughts, and this is what I'm going to leave you with. I am not going to say that I didn't think that Fallen Stars could top Heavenly Bodies, because I know the way that Imani has set up her books and the plot, and at least just the ending of Heavenly Bodies and how like that was, I knew the trajectory of the story was going in a place that was very exciting and could top Heavenly Bodies. And I am here to say I feel like Fallen Stars topped Heavenly Bodies. And I didn't expect it to blow me out of the water as it did. And yes, pun completely intended, and you'll understand after you read the book. But yet again, as I've said, I was just captivated by the imagery and the setting that she has put into her story and how well it blends with the characters and the plot. And with the exploration of like the rest of the world, it just made sense. And you saw that I had to put Pirates of the Caribbean in my headphones while I was listening to it, and it matched perfectly, if that tells you anything. And I cannot wait for the rest of the series just because of how some doors were opened with characters that we've met and the possibility of like diverging storylines is happening, and that is really exciting for me because we get to see like the whole picture. Well, most of the picture, I guess you could say. And this book very much changed my opinions on some of the characters that we met, and a lot of them too. I feel like we've met so many people, but this book there were probably 3 or 4 that I'm like, I was wrong about you, or at least I think I'm wrong about you, and there is some really interesting stuff that's gonna happen with you. And if you know me, you know that I love an author that can write a character that they seem one way at first, and then they write something in there and you have some new information spilled and you change your opinion about them. I think that's so hard to do well, and I love it when it happens because it takes you on this crazy journey of kind of like evaluating everything that you know, but also connecting with these characters in a different way. Also, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit, especially with the epilogue, for two reasons. One, I can't tell you because that's a major spoiler. But two, the possibility of a certain future was kind of hinted at, and if it's going that direction, it's going to be so epic. And I don't mean that in like a cliche, like, oh, this is gonna be epic, this is gonna be spectacular. No, I mean it literally, and who knew from a romantasy, a seemingly not harmless, what's the word? Not fluffy, I don't know. You read Heavenly Bodies and you think of this magical world, and you think of this like beautiful romantasy, which it is, but then like where this story has gone and where it's going, oh my god, it's gonna be epic. That is all that I have for you today, my friends. It has been so much fun to read Fallen Stars with you. If you have made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much, and make sure you like and subscribe to my channel for more reading vlog content, and more than just reading vlogs, I do other things too. But I will see you next time.